Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Marco Alonso. You're listening to Finance and Coffee, a podcast where we talk about money, business, and finance in today's world. I am accompanied by my amazing co-host, Mr. Adrian Gonzalez.
What is up, world? How we doing today?
And we have a spicy topic today.
We do, bro.
Not spicy, but definitely hot.
Tasty.
Something close to the heart
Yeah.
of lots of people, especially kids. Mickey D's.
Yeah, Mickey D's and not only Mickey D's, but some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into Mickey D's today. We're gonna break them down. So as many of you know, they have been collaborating with Travis Scott and soon to be collaborating, or if not already, depending when you're watching this or whenever this comes out, J Balvin.
Yep.
So let's look at some of these articles by CNN. McDonald's is teaming up with celebrities to bring you custom-made meals. Travis Scott and soon J Balvin. Now, rapper Travis Scott is about to become the first celebrity to have made their name on McDonald's menu since Michael Jordan's McJordan nearly 30 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The Grammy Award nominee loves McDonald's Quarter Pounders with cheese so much that the company decided to name the burger after him for a limited time. It will be called the Travis Scott meal. This is all according to CNN.
Yeah. So the actual version of the Quarter Pounder, it adds bacon and lettuce to the burger, along with a Sprite and a side of fries and a barbecue dipping sauce, which McDonald's said was the rapper's favorite meal growing up in his native Houston. He's from Texas. And the meal costs $6, and McDonald's says it's lit, using his signature tagline.
It's lit.
Have you seen the freaking TikToks where like they'll show up and then the guys are like, "Welcome to McDonald's, how can I help you?" And then Buddy goes, "You know why I'm here."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and they freaking blast the song, bro. I died like the first couple times when I saw that.
No.
And then like they'll stop, and then the guy doesn't talk, and he goes, "Anything else?"
That's funny.
Yeah, it's good times, bro.
So the app.
J Balvin is coming with his thing.
Yeah.
So
The title is going to be the J Balvin meal, and this one includes his favorite meal, which is the Big Mac medium fries with ketchups and an Oreo McFlurry. Now the Oreo McFlurry does it for me because I'm a big fan of Oreo McFlurry. The combination goes on sale Monday through November 1st in the United States.
You ever had a Big Mac?
I have. I don't like them. I'm a quarter pounder.
I've never had it. Me too, bro. I like quarter pounders.
Yeah. And when I got like, I think when I turned like 16, I started getting the double quarter pounder.
Yes,
or
bro.
the half pounder or whatever it's supposed to be. I think this is the right way for their marketing. But let's get into some of this discussion. So, obviously, McDonald's, they're trying to burst sales or something, collaborating with celebrities. So, what do you think? Is this what's your take on it?
I think it's a business move, bro. Everything's business. Everything's money.
I think it's a good business move.
I think it is. I think I think Travis Scott is one of the probably best artists of our time. He'll go down in history. I was actually watching this Netflix documentary, which we should talk about in an upcoming episode. It was out a while ago, but he was talking about like how he became from a kid to a teenager to a rapper, and like his whole story. Like how many people come to these his shows? Like he sells out every single show that he does.
There's no question he's an enormous artist.
So them teaming up with someone like this. I mean, like they said, the last guy to do this was Jordan, freaking Michael Jordan. Like who doesn't know who Michael Jordan is? You know what I mean? So I feel like Travis Scott is getting to that place in the music industry at least, where people are like, "Oh, that's Travis Scott." Yep. Like even if you don't like his music or you've never heard him, you know who the guy is. He's a rapper, or he's Kylie Jenner's baby daddy, or whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, no doubt he's a huge artist.
Yeah.
The cool thing is that, McDonald's, they aren't necessarily, like, as a marketing strategy, I think it's great because, McDonald's, they don't have to add in the ingredients or do anything, crazy. All they have to do is just ask him what meal he likes and just package it around that, and that's it. It's just marketing material. There's no ingredients. There's no extra work. There's no major disruption or distribution to their their network and stuff like that. So I think it's a good way to go, and it brings no extra strain on like the employees. So marketing wise, I think that's good. I think the way they're picking their artists is very good. I think they're definitely trying to diversify. So they definitely got a huge artist with Travis Scott
for sure.
J Balvin, I think, is definitely the right way to go. I was looking at a chart.
Spanish culture.
Yeah. Well, out of the biggest demographic, I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I wish I had more time, but I believe Hispanics had the largest demographic that McDonald's serves to.
No
KFC.
way.
Yeah.
Damn, so that's bigger for them to have J Balvin then.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a strategic move.
Yeah,
I think they should have picked J Balvin because he is one of the biggest
Spanish artists
right now.
Or like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Something like that, right?
They've been going that way as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, obviously, the next ones I think definitely should be like Cardi B, Kanye, Drake, and things like that.
Bro, I don't know. I don't like Cardi.
You know?
Nah, bro.
I think she'd be great for the...
Politics aside, I just don't like her as an artist.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
bro.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a huge like fan of her music.
But you're right. Yeah, she has like clout.
She's huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, personally, I think Travis Scott was a great pick.
Yeah, especially first pick.
I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of his music. I'm pretty sure I know more Cardi B songs than Travis Scott, but nonetheless, I mean, you can't deny that these guys are huge, and I get what McDonald's is trying to do. Like they're trying to, lure in. But one thing that I put a lot of time into thinking about this. I think it's really something that I think it's gonna work for McDonald's,
right.
but I think McDonald's is one of the few companies that can get away with this.
What do you
I
mean?
don't think any other company could have gotten away with picking an artist and making a meal after them because I don't know. Like I feel like if Burger King tried to do this, like it just wouldn't work because McDonald's is like they're so big, but they've been around for so long, and like I don't care who you are nowadays. Like when you were a kid, you liked McDonald's and you wanted a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
So it's very kind of like
nostalgic.
It's nostalgic. I feel like they're playing with with our emotions, but at the same time, the fact that they like make a meal after like an artist kind of gives it a personality that way you can connect with the artist as well. Because I was reading this article on Complex by J Balvin when he talks about this new deal, and he kind of gave a story behind it and how happy he was because when he like in Colombia, he always loved going to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't know. In Colombia, McDonald's is a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
it's not like
in like foreign countries, yeah.
Yeah. So, that was always a big deal for him. And then when he came here, he just loved eating McDonald's, and this was the meal that he always got. So it's kind of like it's kind of a way to like have their fans connect with their artists in a weird way. Like you're eating the same meal that Travis Scott would have ordered.
Yeah.
Or you're eating the same meal that J Balvin would have ordered. It's like, I don't know, especially for the younger crowd, I think that's super dope.
I agree.
And a great marketing strategy for them.
I think it is super.
But it could only work with McDonald's because McDonald's is so big. It's such a... I don't know. Like I feel like if Arby's or Burger King would do that, like I just don't think it would work.
It's like the same thing that we talked about in our previous podcast. Hey, check it out. Coca-Cola, where it's like Coca-Cola did this whole brand thing.
Oh yeah,
where they put their people's names on it.
Yep.
And it's like if
share it with
Marco or Adrian or your friend, and it's like if Pepsi would have done that, I don't know, because like you were saying, there's such a they've been there for so long, and people like they resonate with a Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like I feel like it's the same thing where it's like their branding is so strong that it's gonna push them forward.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And this is to me this is more of a win for the artist than it is for.
I agree.
For McDonald's.
I agree as well.
I think it's a bigger risk for McDonald's, but I think it's a no-brainer, and I think there should be more artists jumping on this, trying to make a collab with a company like McDonald's because again, it's so nostalgic. It's so, and the way they're doing it, I just think it's great. I mean, every artist I think should be jumping on this, and they've had a huge success. Now, obviously, we don't know what huge success. They've had a huge success. Obviously, I don't know what the numbers are going to look like because it's only been out for a month, but hopefully it boosts their, revenue. Their revenue. But I don't know. We're gonna get into McDonald's in a little bit because they're not looking too hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does look a little bit desperate for me as far as like McDonald's.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's just a quick way to. It's very it's only 1 month. It's very quick, like sporadic. I don't know. It's not sustainable. And the thing is, when you think of McDonald's as a company that has been around for so
years,
long, you need to have like sustainable marketing strategies. So I don't know. We'll see. So just a couple of other fun facts. As of October 1st, 2020, based on monthly downloads, Travis Scott ranked number 12 on Spotify. J Balvin ranked number 4 on Spotify. Damn. So in the top artists you have Cardi B. You have dude, I forgot the other one. The one with the tattoos on his face. Post Malone. Yeah. I believe he was number 1. So I'm pretty sure we might be seeing a collab from them.
Post Malone, Austin. Yeah. You know his real name's Austin? Austin Malone.
That's dope. So now we are pretty much over their marketing stuff. Now let's talk about the actual company of McDonald's. Yeah. So they're not looking too hot. So according to their I got this from their 10Ks, their annual filings.
By the way, before you get into this, I would have never thought this.
Yeah.
I would have thought the opposite.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
So you were definitely bullish on McDonald's. You thought they were going up, sales were going 100%. No way.
Yeah.
But I was completely the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, read the numbers and then.
Not for nothing, but I felt like I wasn't really surprised when I saw this.
Okay, I guess.
So that's just me. Anyways, let's just look at their annual sales. So, I'm sorry, their quarterly sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on September 30th, 2019, they posted a revenue of 5.4 billion. Now, on December 31st, 2019, it was 5.3 billion. Already lost 100 million right there.
Yeah.
Then on March 31st of 2020, they posted a revenue of 4.7 billion. Yes. And on June 30th of 2020, they posted a total revenue of 3.7 billion.
Damn.
That's over a 20% decrease.
Yeah. In 9 months.
Yeah. No, well, since the beginning of 12. Yeah. No, it's been a full year.
Less. Yeah, something like that, but
oof. Yeah.
Bro, that's tough. Insane. But I would have thought they would have made money.
Why?
Bro, because of COVID. Because think about it. Fast food is COVID proof compared to other restaurants.
Okay.
All right? Now hear me out. Every other restaurant is doing to go. Every other restaurant's doing curbside. They already have the infrastructure for it.
Okay.
They already have a drive-thru. They already have personnel. They already have everything in place to do quick to go food.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what I thought.
Well,
they would at least stay. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, but the other thing is that, this was the earnings as of June.
Right.
And I don't know how much of an impact COVID might have had where, it might have worked, but we might be seeing that in September,
right.
Filings. I don't know, that 20% decrease, I don't know. I can't really blame all of that on COVID. I think the fact that it's a bigger loss, like larger than average, then I do think it has to do with COVID, but I don't know.
Is this U.S. or international?
No, this is in total, U.S. and international. Okay. I do have a breakdown here on their quarterly revenues, and this is the part that was a little frightening. So in the U.S., their quarterly filings for June in 2019, there were 2.0 billion.
Right.
Just in the U.S. And in 2020, it was 1.7 billion. So that was a little bit of a decrease. But in their international markets, they posted a revenue of 2.9 billion
last year.
Yeah. So they're making more money internationally than in the U.S.
But
by quite a bit, by almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
But then the drop in sales and revenue in 2020 for their international market went from 2.9 billion to 1.6 billion.
That's a big difference.
That's a big jump. So it's really their international market that's really taking a hit. Why is this?
Bro, I really do think, from 2019 to 2020 is a big difference, but that's tough, bro. I don't even know. Because it could be, because we were talking about this before we started the podcast, but it could be like the whole health thing that, people are trying to be healthy. People are, getting in their head. McDonald's is not healthy, which is not. It's horrendous for you. But, people still do it. And I mean, funny to point out that the U.S. sales was almost equivalent to global sales. Just think about that.
Yeah.
That's how much we eat McDonald's here in the U.S. Our country is almost equal to every other country combined in, McDonald's sales. So I know for sure that at least in the U.S., maybe that whole health thing hasn't hit yet. But maybe you're right. Maybe everywhere else it has. But I mean, I still blame it on COVID. I blame
a portion of it on COVID.
Right.
I don't blame the whole thing on COVID.
We were talking about the U.S. versus international markets and how I think that, if we see the numbers, basically the U.S. is producing as much as every other country combined, right? U.S. is at 1.7 billion. Every other country combined is at 1.6 billion. So it's like literally we in the U.S. consume enough McDonald's to feed everyone else.
Yeah.
If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't know. It was a huge decrease in the international markets. So I do think a big portion of it was because of COVID, like we were saying. But maybe it was the health thing. Like people trying to be healthy. People were trying not to eat McDonald's because it's not good for you, which is true. It sucks. But I don't know, bro. I'm really pushing towards COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to disagree with you. I think the last quarter, it might have been because of COVID because, I mean, they lost straight up $1 billion in revenue. I mean, that's just And it's not like they make it's not like they make tons of billions. I mean, it's just like, 5, 6, 4 billion. Like a billion is a lot.
Yeah.
They would have made 100 billion, then it's like whatever. A billion is nothing. But my thing is that I think it's the whole green thing. Like obviously, the eco-friendly, the healthy, the wealth, and all that stuff. It's like I feel like that. The problem with McDonald's is that their brand hasn't been able to adapt to that. And I know they've tried to come out with like healthy things and stuff like that, but the thing is like, whenever anyone talks about like eating healthy and, stop eating junk food or stop eating, don't eat, the first thing they're going to say
McDonald's.
is like McDonald's, and that has resonated so much with, I think, like young people and people trying to be healthy that it's just like, it's the top of the top when it comes to worst food.
I agree.
So I think that's a very hard thing, because it's so ingrained in our mentality that I don't know what McDonald's has to do something completely revolutionary in order to change the way they.
Right.
So I don't know what it is. They got to go into like the health thing. They have to.
It's tough, bro.
I don't know. Get into some kind of like education for like little kids, or come out with meals or something where it comes
healthier.
to like being.
I don't know, bro. It's just
healthy.
Bro.
I know. I get it, because I would never go to McDonald's for a salad.
All right, so it's 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You're hungry as hell.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
I mean,
where are you gonna go? Restaurants are closed. You can't go to
I
supermarket.
live in West Palm, so I go to Gordo's.
Okay, all right. But usually, the average American,
McDonald's.
They would hit, McDonald's or a fast food restaurant, right? McDonald's would be the top choice.
Yeah.
So it's like they've also built that where it's like, if you want a cheap ass burger, you don't want to waste a lot of money. You got $5 in your pocket. Where are you going? You go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, bro.
It's hard. I get it. I get it. I think it's very difficult for McDonald's to change their way there.
I agree with you.
Because it's like, I just feel like this is a company that's going down.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the brand, like McDonald's, it's like, and there's a lot of McDonald's out there. So it's not like they can just, like, get rid of them or anything. Like, they have to. They have to really be in charge of like rebranding the whole McDonald's. Like I don't know if I wouldn't necessarily say changing the logo or thing like that, but just conceptually they have to change the way we think of them. Like it's just because that's to me that's the only way they're going to save themselves, because besides that I see an end for them. I don't see them going anywhere.
According to a fun fact on the internet, I actually learned this in high school. You are never further than 115 miles from a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Anywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
100. Well, actually not Earth. In the U.S.
Yeah.
100. Even in the middle of a desert, you're 115 miles away from McDonald's.
McDonald's is one of the top. They own they're one of the top companies that owns the most real estate.
Yes.
Something like that.
They are. Yeah. Have you seen the movie The Founder?
I have. Long time ago.
So I rewatched it ironically enough like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Such a good movie, bro.
The guy's a savage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. They own. They are one of the highest.
Yeah.
Companies who hold the most assets, real estate in the world.
What was your favorite meal growing up?
From McDonald's?
Are you burger or chicken nuggets?
Burger.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
No
burger.
way.
What? You want chicken nuggets?
Mighty Kids meal, chicken nuggets, 6-piece
What's that? 6-piece
fries, and the boys' toy. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was just something that like, especially for us Spanish people or Hispanic or like a lot of people can relate. Minorities. They'd be like, Mom, I want McDonald's. No, there's food at home. I comida en la casa.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like it's something that you wanted. So,
yeah.
I feel like you were saying, this whole Travis Scott, J Balvin thing is going to be really cool because it's like nostalgia. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's good for a boost. And don't get me wrong, a lot of McDonald's around many places, they did run out of ingredients in order to make that Travis Scott. So I definitely think it's a boost. But my thing is like McDonald's is not a hype company. This is a long-lasting,
100%,
heavily
invested.
Yeah, heavily invested. Yeah. They have a lot of like due diligence that they cannot be reporting these kinds of losses. And if they are, it's a whole rebranding thing. Mm-hmm. And I just find that so difficult for McDonald's to do. Nearly impossible. Because again, like the stigma that we have of them is just that junk food. I don't see them like they have to hire a genius in order to really reshape the way we think of McDonald's.
They gotta hire Steve Jobs.
They gotta hire like or some kind of Seth. Was it Seth Godin or the marketing genius? I think it's Seth. I don't know. Whatever.
All for that one.
Yeah. If you guys know who I'm talking about, sorry.
Drop a comment below.
I might have said the wrong person.
That's
but,
funny.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think that's pretty much all we had for today. But if you guys like this episode, be sure to share, subscribe, send us someone who you think would like. Drop a comment below at our YouTube channel if you're watching. We'd love to chat with you guys. And we'll catch you guys next episode. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.